You ever see that movie Doctor Strange?
It's very good.
You know how he has that cape that helps him out?
Yeah, the magical cape that has sentience.
Yeah. It's this magical cape, and every time he's in trouble, this magical cape comes and helps him out because he's a good dude, and the cape likes what he's doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can kind of do that for this show.
What? You could be our magical cape?
You could be our magical cape and help us keep the show going and help us grow the show. To find out how, go to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.
Be our magical cape. $1,000. That's all it costs to get most of the vowels in an alien boy.
I'm not saying I'm regretting things, but this is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Cannata.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
It turns out, Anthony, that if you get injured in the daytime, you heal.
You get injured for real.
Yeah. Your injury will heal twice as fast as if you get injured in the nighttime. Now we're gonna dig into this, but the night
times when I party, dude.
I know, that's when I get most of my injuries.
I get all those party injuries from my sick social life.
Yeah, you do.
I'm a wild boy.
Well, it turns out you need to be a wild boy in the daytime.
I'm a wild boy, and when I get together with my other boys and we go out and we get wild, we're wild boys.
I know you
with
wild
a Z.
Boys. Wild boys. And you have the scars to prove it because all of your nighttime injuries haven't healed.
Yeah. Also, I never clean my wounds.
Well, you shouldn't.
No.
Not a wild boy.
Not a wild boy.
Wild boy wouldn't.
I wear all of my aggravated scars like badges of honor. If it doesn't get infected, did it happen?
Right.
Wild boys.
Infected or it didn't happen. That's what you always say.
Yep.
Wild boys.
Wild boys.
This is a story sent to us by guess who, Anthony?
Well, my gut's telling me it's one of three people.
Mm-hmm. We got the all-star team.
We got the all-star team. We got our starting lineup.
Yeah.
It's probably Catherine Tuck.
Yes. Nailed it in one.
Woo!
Catherine Tuck, the mighty eagle.
The mighty eagle.
Woo! I think Catherine actually just posted on the Facebook group.
Catherine Tuck is the Drew Davenport of We Have Concerns.
I think
if you're a Mabim Bam listener,
yeah.
Catherine Tuck is our Drew Davenport.
I think she posted on the Facebook group that like the percentage of stories that have made it into the show that she has submitted. And
does she have a chart?
Ridiculously high.
If she made a pie chart, I'm happy to share it with our fans.
We love it. Thank you so much, Catherine. This is true. This is posted in the New Scientist. It was in a journal.
It's in a journal. It's true. And we know that.
We know that.
There is not a problem at all with independent verification of studies and or journals.
No, this has been peer reviewed. This seems to be
peer-reviewed.
This seems to be legit. That if you get a cut, a scrape, a burn in the daytime, it's going to heal up to 60% faster than if you get the same exact injury at night.
Well, Jeff, why?
Well, it turns out that there are some genes that get a move-in much quicker when the sun is out.
Kryptonian genes?
Oh, maybe this is
powered by Earth's yellow sun?
Yeah, should I mention that this is all just Superman related?
This is only for the House of L. Hey, if Zod's out there, stop listening to the House of L. Hello.
If you're Zod, you have to tell us.
If you're Zod, if you're trying to put us in the negative zone and you don't putting us in the negative zone, whether you tell us beforehand or not, is entrapment.
It's by definition.
The negative zone, by definition, is entrapment in a terrible, feelingless limbo.
Yeah. So these fibroblast cells are what?
Oh, there's fibroblast in my protein shake.
Yeah, that's why you look so ripped.
That's why I'm ripped, is because you only buy the protein shakes with fibroblast.
That's why you always want to drink your shakes in the daytime.
Exactly.
Because fibroblast.
I'm trying to fibroblast like 3 times a day, and then I stack it with some creatine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you blast your lats.
Blast those lats. Fibroblast them.
Fibroblast cells are what rushes to wounds, and they secrete a matrix that helps skin cells move into place, grow, and heal the injury. So these are the sort of first responders on the molecular level.
A gross but awesome power would be only secreting matrices.
Yeah.
You secreted some sort of a matrix.
I've been secreting matrix. It gets real messy.
It gets messy, but it's like it's a beautiful, useful lattice work.
Yeah, that's rough. They say feed a cold, starve a flu, but run away from a secreting matrix.
If there's say you're in the Washington Monument with friends and there's an elevator and it's about to, its fail safes have stopped working and it's about to drop straight down the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
If you can secrete enough matrix.
I mean, that's just a shitty way of talking about Spider-Man, really. the dude secrete, I mean, at least the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
He secretes a matrix.
We all secrete a matrix. Okay, so the fibroblast cells, for whatever reason, respond more quickly during the daytime, probably because as they age, their night vision gets worse, and they have to let their significant others drive more and more.
Yeah, it's
and they don't want to admit it.
Yeah,
like they won't say that they want. They won't say that they want their significant others to drive because they can't see. They'll make up an excuse like, "Oh, like I think I just that dinner's not really agreeing with me," or I've got to send an email about a thing. Do you mind driving home? But we all know.
We know.
It's because
they're covering up.
They're covering up.
But you know what? If you spend a whole lifetime fibroblasting, sometimes you just want to fibro rest. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. You've earned it.
Even God fibro rested.
One day. Yeah, so it turns out these are a group of 30 genes, and they are all way more active during waking hours. They think this is because it's linked to circadian rhythms in mammals because we're more likely to get injured during the active part of our day. So maybe when we evolved and we were out hunting during the sun hours,
right?
When we could see our prey, that's when our body needed to be amped and ready to deal with all of the terrible, terrible things that the prey would do back to us.
Sure. And then at night, as we're trying to rest, get our resources back, get some sleep and turn down all non-essential systems.
Right.
Perhaps that's one of the systems that just goes to low power mode.
But see, to me, that just logically, that would be like, okay, I understand healing gets slowed at night, but it doesn't really work that way. It's the point at which the wound happened is the differentiator. It's not about like, okay, if I got cut during the day, it heals faster during the day, and then at night it heals slower. No, it's a wound that happens during the day just ramps up
because the system activates.
Exactly.
The entire system activates, and if it activates during the day, it goes, send this number of resources until we are healed.
Right. But if it happens at night, we're like, I'll fucking deal with it in the morning. Kind of like me with everything.
Yeah. Especially now that daylight saving time is starting.
Fuck that.
Dude, 6 p.m. happens and I'm like, I guess it's time to just fall. I don't even think it. 6 p.m. happens and I just fall over asleep. like you put a blanket over a bird cage.
Yeah.
It's just like, whoops, it's night.
Yeah. Sun go down, me go to sleep.
Sun go down, sleep now. Wouldn't it make sense while we are sleeping or resting at night to use more resources to heal since we need fewer resources to do things like perambulation and thinking and stuff?
I agree. I feel like if you get hurt at night, your body should be like, oh, good. I'm going to use all this downtime to fix you.
Which is not to say it should be slower during the daytime. Here's what I think. It should be fast as possible all the time. Here's my
Fix
thing.
me.
I'm not going to make an argument for daytime versus night because daytime, it's like, well, during the day, you've got more things to do after you get injured. So your body wants to. I understand the pros and cons of both. I'm not trying to make a list. I'm saying, yo, my body.
Yeah.
What's up? It's your boy. It's your wild boy.
It's your wild boys.
It's your wild boy.
Being wild.
Asking you, if I'm going to get wild, and you know I am, why not heal me so fast?
Right.
All the time around the clock.
Body lazy, bro. Body need daytime to wake up and get into it.
I want to know. I can't wait until 20, 30 years from now in the future when we've identified all of these different systems that work together and interlock in the most detailed ways possible. I want to know where the energy is going at night that this system turns down.
Into my dreams.
Into that dream energy.
Need to have it into my dream energy.
Into that
I go into the upside down.
Yeah, when I go to sleep and I'm on a boat, but the boat is school.
Yeah.
You know, like it was school, but it was also a boat.
I can't heal your wounds when I'm making boat school.
And you were there, but like we didn't go to school together,
right.
But it was like you were there, but I was calling you by the name of my best friend. Stop putting all your energy into dreams. Start healing my wild wounds.
Yeah, wild wounds. So here's how these guys figured this out, by the way. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, how do you even do that?
This is the Laboratory of Molecular Biology in Cambridge, UK. These guys noticed
smarties.
They noticed that there was a team that was analyzing data collected by a burn unit at the University of Manchester.
The burn unit is what they call like the sickest scientists who have like the fastest reaction times and can just like shame a dude. Like they just throw shade like instantly.
These scientists are like, do not even step up because we are
up?
the motherfucking burn unit.
We're the burn unit. Oh, looks like somebody just got sent to the burn unit. It's like, no, it's a literal burn unit. What you're saying is like burn unit is used as a slang term.
Yeah.
Because
your mom's used as a slang term. Burn unit. Meow, meow, meow.
No, but the burn unit, the actual burn unit was first. You know that.
Your mom was first. Burn unit! Meow, meow, meow.
All right, well, this man's going to die if he doesn't get a skin graft. Can you?
Your mom gets a skin graft! Burn unit! Oh, Jesus, he did die. Oh, my God, I'm
yeah,
so
you
sorry.
really need to focus on the task at
I'm
hand.
really so sorry.
Your mom's sorry!
No!
Now I am the burn unit!
Welcome to the burn unit!
I am the one who has burned you! This man is still dead.
This man, we really need to...
This man is still dead, and also... I'm worried that we're getting more and more disconnected from our feelings the longer we do this job.
That's true.
We're getting desensitized to death, I think.
You and me?
Yeah. We're desensitized as hell. Burn unit.
Burn unit.
Self-burn.
We should literally alert someone that this man is dead.
So
they saw that. Check this out. This is crazy. On average, and again, average, we know what statisticians say, you know, on average. What's that joke where the 3 statisticians go out hunting? The first one misses the deer 2 feet to the left. The next one misses the deer 2 feet to the right. The third one says, you hit him.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so anyway, but on average, daytime wounds.
I get it.
Burn unit.
Burn unit.
Daytime wounds healed in 17 days. Nighttime burn wounds, 28 days.
Later.
That's insane. That's a huge delta. 17 to 28.
Yeah.
By the way, nighttime burns, you're doing meth. I mean, that's the only thing that happens.
Jeff.
That's nighttime burns.
What about candles and fire, Jeff?
Oh, candles and fire. Oh, you're doing some creepy sex stuff is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Some like creepy burn my nuts
Jeff,
for fun.
You're talking to the wild boy.
Wild boy!
You know I get out there at night and I'm making s'mores.
Oh, you're making night s'mores.
Making those night s'mores.
With my face.
No, with graham crackers and chocolate.
I thought you were a wild boy.
I am a wild boy.
Oh, graham crackers and chocolate.
And marshmallow.
Okay. Oh, s'mores.
You know what the secret is?
Love?
A little paprika.
What?
Yeah.
For real?
Have you ever tried that?
No.
Bring a little.
I'm not a wild boy. So.
Yeah, listen, true wild boys bring a little belt pack that they fill with their favorite spices out into the wild.
I'm not so sure you know what wild means.
I'm not sure you do either because you have never ever tried my chili.
I want to try your chili.
It's wild because I bring the habanero salt when I camp. Wild boys.
Wild boys. Wild boys, we camp. We glam.
Yeah. And when I say camping, I want you to know it's like I rent a cabin.
Wild boys.
Wild boys.
In luxury. So that's a crazy delta. So they took that data and they went, this is interesting. Why should this be 17 days compared to 28 days? And what did they do? They went back to the old laboratory and went, we're going to have to burn some mice. Bring the mice in and we're going to have to fucking burn them.
Fucking wild boys.
Wild boy. These guys burned some mice. Let me tell you.
What is the... hate to digress into this every time, Jeff.
Uh-huh.
Do they give the little mice something so they don't feel it?
I doubt it, dude.
Probably not.
Probably not. Then
because that's expensive, right?
The sad
that would be
part
expensive.
is waking up the mouse at night in the middle of the night just to burn them.
Oh God!
I mean, it's one thing to day burn a mouse.
Yeah, because they're running around, you just do it.
It's just part of their day. But when you literally, they're asleep, they're dreaming, they're thinking about that friend who he's part of the school, but like he shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be. And also, the school is a boat. It's a boat, but school. Like, are you understanding this? It's weird.
And we're all mice, which is even weirder.
But it didn't seem weird. It felt normal in the dream.
And then they get woken up out of that just to get a burn. Just to get a sick burn.
Hey, yo, mouse. Hey, yo, mouse.
Oh, God, what? Oh, my God, I had the craziest dream.
Your mom is so fat, people think she's a hamster.
Oh, shit! You just burned me so hard!
No, but I'm actually going to burn you very badly now.
Oh, no, why? Whoa, that's fire.
Burn unit! So anyway, we get it. It's sad.
Yeah.
And but anyway, they burn these mice.
So they burn the mice.
And it's sad.
And it turned out to hold true with the mouse tissue as well, that 60% faster healing when they're injured in the daytime.
Now, what do we do with this information? Because
you only get injured in the daytime, Anthony.
At night, we all go into our protective bubbles. Because here's the thing. I understand when we get how certain systems work, we can be like, oh, because this system heals in this particular way, we can make sure to jumpstart it by using this. But because this happens at the time of the wound,
right?
What do we do? Are we trying to find a way to jumpstart this system?
Yes, that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to come up with a medicine, a chemical, a pill, something that will trick your body into thinking it's daytime.
Yo, I just want that pill because then I would never sleep.
Right.
That sounds like it's connected to my dream pill where I never get tired.
It's called caffeine.
It's called Amazing Anthony pill. He's awake all the time now. Wild Boyz.
Wild Boyz. Man, you can camp so good if you never had to sleep.
Dude, I would get so much knitting done.
Wild Boyz.
If I never had to sleep. Because let me tell you something. This Wild Boy is up knitting 2, 3 a.m.
No, I know. And you've only gotten as far as WILDBO.
I know.
On the pillow. And I can't wait for the YZ. The Z is the best part.
Can't no one wait for that YZ? But we have to because your Wild Boy has to get an appropriate amount of sleep.
You gotta get your 8 to 10 hours.
That's what Wild Boys do.
But if you had this treatment, get that YZ up in there.
Well, once the treatment is run through numerous clinical trials and
right,
Wild Boys don't want to experiment
with any unverified.
Not a real Wild Boy.
No.
Real Wild Boy doesn't do that. But a real Wild Boy, if he had that pill, he'd be up till all hours of the night watching nature documentaries.
Oh man, Wild Boy.
Wild Boys.
So yeah, the idea here would be that if you get injured in the nighttime, you go to the ER, they give you some sort of medicine that tricks your body into thinking it's daytime.
And kills vampires. I bet it would also kill vampires.
Oh man, if a vampire's body was tricked
into daytime. If we tricked it into thinking it was daytime.
Maybe this is all about vampires. I wonder if a vampire's bite heals faster.
This is just the public face of this experiment.
So true. So right.
You know what they got going on in there. They got daywalkers.
Yeah.
They got the chosen one who's like a half lycanthrope, half vampire.
Yeah.
Then you got to protect him or destroy him.
Well, his wounds heal so slowly.
At
night.
At night.
Not anymore.
No.
Now he's a true warrior of the day.
The one true Wild Boy.
The one true Wild Boy. You should see this guy cook a s'more. Oh, it's so delicious. Paprika.
He already knew about it. He already knew about that paprika. A little bit.
I want to just stop for a second and ask you if that's real or are you fucking with me?
Have you never tried it?
Paprika on a s'more?
Yeah, dude.
For real?
Yeah.
I thought you just pulled that out of your ass as some weird thing.
What part of a s'more is paprika not good on? Think about
all the parts. The marshmallow, the what do you want to put paprika on your schmello for? You don't paprika your schmello?
Dude.
You do?
This sounds like This sounds like a sad norm boy.
You're saying
This sounds like a normal boy. Let me tell you about the Wild Boys.
I guess no. Okay,
You've
now
never
I'm
had
thinking
chocolate
about-
with paprika mixed into it?
I guess I'm thinking. I guess eggnog would be the counter
Yeah.
argument, right?
Yeah.
Because you paprika your nog.
Of course you do.
I guess you can paprika your schmello.
Yeah, it just adds a little
Do you
bit
really
of
put
that spice.
paprika on your s'mores?
I've had it before.
Wow, you're a real wild boy.
Thank you. Hey, where my Wild Boys at? And because boys is spelled with a Z, you know it's gender neutral.
That's right. That's the signifier is the Z.
Anybody can be a wild boy.
Yeah.
Anybody can be a wild boy. What we want you to do is tweet at us with the most wild boy thing you ever done in your life.
Yeah. What's the craziest spice you've added to a dish that didn't have it before?
Maybe you took out the maximum number of library books when you knew you didn't have the full 2 weeks worth of reading time.
Wild boys.
But you thought, I'm going to do it. Wild boys.
Wild boys.
Let us know on Twitter. I'm at A Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
You can hashtag those Wild
With the
Boys.
Z, motherfuckers.
There is no Y in Wild Boys. It's WILD. We're Wild Boys, not crazy boys.
Well, there's a Y in the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but
Only
don't-
one Y.
Don't get crazy.
Yeah, don't
We're
get...
crazy. We're not crazy boys. We're Wild Boys. Remember that.
By the way, we will fuck up the crazy boys.
If we see them,
They're on notice.